words do have a lot of power, in the sense that
A lot of power.
they hold meaning to each of us. Each word like has its own picture that it paints in your head. It's unique to you generally, but some things are more collective, than this. This is where like society comes in as like a collective illustrator, or what is it, marketer of branding, or whatever, that we always look up to, as like the, yeah, comparator. Like, okay, here's what we're putting out into the world as like the ideal family, the ideal whatever, and this is where your life is. But there's
The
such a
constant
mismatch.
comparison, right?
Yes, I think somehow we're getting a little bit better in the marketing sense, at least in terms of like what I'm seeing with some social media stuff. It's coming out like you can see somebody's life, and ideally that's what it was designed for. I would say, to be more real with yourself and show the real like story of your life. But so much of it's being misinterpreted and also being used as like, okay, well, this is a cool place to flex, and show off. And I'm not just talking about flexing your muscles, like just trying to pretend you have things that you don't, and getting yourself in maybe more trouble than you think, because this stuff is going to be around for a long, long time now. It's hard to get rid of stuff on the internet. So I love your energy that you put out on the internet. It's very positive and it's very raw, and it is
Very
your
raw.
life. You put your daily routines up there. You put what you're doing today, and also like, I know you put your son up there.
I
And
do.
your
And it's
relationship
all
with
public.
him. Yes.
Nothing's private.
I mean, is that scary?
It doesn't scare me because I know who I am. But I think that's where it returns to too.
What about like creeps and shit?
So like if people slide up into my DMs,
Well,
or like
I don't
creeps
know.
with
I
my
mean,
son.
somebody, well, whatever, like maybe both, and maybe come trying to like come find you to see where you're at, because that's one of my concerns with like geotagging, and I can see that for like some people that might be risky at some point, like
I used to be much more public than I am. I'm going to say two things about this. The first is we create our reality. So whatever you focus on expands, right? So whatever you're giving attention to is going to happen. And
Right.
so in my mind, creeps don't exist in my reality. And so someone might say like, oh, that's extremely naive. And I'm like, no, because I put so much power and effort into aligning with what I want, that is what I attract, right? Even meeting you, like essentially you're a stranger. Now I'm in your, studio space, and it's just me and you, and the door's closed. I could be like freaking out, like something bad's going to happen.
Shit, she caught on to it, guys. She fell for it.
But right, like what a waste of freaking energy.
Right.
What a waste of energy, because I just don't know what else to say, of like so much goes into like worrying and the what ifs and this and that. And of course, I've had like moments in my life that bad things have happened, but they don't happen like that at all anymore, because I truly spend time trusting, like you said, learning to be self-aware and trusting the energy. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust what comes into your path, and you're not going to fall for every freaking bone that comes your way. And there's just a knowing that I think that ends up happening the more you align with your true self.